Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince. So we're on a Total War Attila tournament match cast. This is Championship of Russia 2015 tournament. Group stage 3, group number 3, match between me and Balor. Again, it's just literally 3 games that we have to play. And in this first game, I'm playing as the Huns, and Balor is in command of the Alans. So let's see how this one's gonna play out. So I'm gonna hit slow motion now. Then let's see what I have. So I have... oh wait, what? Okay, weird deployment. I have my Steppe Chieftain Bronze 1 General with Brace. Then I have up front, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Noble Steppe Cataphracts, all Bronze 1. Skirmisher wise, simply 6 of these Steppe Bows, all in loose formation. And my infantry contingent, well, as you know already, well, 6 War Warriors, they're all Bronze 1. Actually, no, 4 are Bronze 1, 2 are Vanilla, the ones on the right. And then I have a Chosen War Warrior on the far left. So that is my build. Now for Balor's build as the Alans, has a Germanic Nobles General Bronze 1 with Brace. Then he has 2 Elite Sarmatian Cataphracts on each flank, and in the center we see 2 of these Lani Horsemen. Now skirmisher wise, he has 2 of these Germanic Bows on the left flank. No, he has... okay, this is a very interesting contingent. 2 Germanic Bows on the left, 2 Germanic Archers in the center, then a Germanic Hurler with a bow on the right flank. Very, very interesting. Infantry wise, simply 6 Elite Agathyrsi Warriors, which is a lot of Elite Agathyrsi Warriors, to be fair. We'll see if it's gonna work out for Balor here. So I'm gonna move up my Steppe Bows, because I'm like, okay, let's just take the skirmish engagement, whatever, even though he has more than me. And as you can see, I'm targeting his Germanic Archers because those are the ones that I'm mostly worried about. Keeping these 2 units busy with 1 Steppe Bow, and same thing over here. As you can see, I really just want to kill the Germanic Archer. That's like the one thing. The Germanic Archers, rather. As you can see, I'm killing the Germanic Archers. This is a very cost-effective trade for me in the center. Not the best here, but at least I'm wasting all his ammo, and I'm even getting shots off onto his Alani Horsemen. Here, as you can see, he is charging into my bow unit, which I'm like, okay. And I actually get some shots off onto the rear of his Alani Horseman. And do I get into his Alani Horseman? Looks like I kind of do, but... and I even get a decent charge off, as you can see. Somehow, it's like so many kills onto this Alani Horseman with the charge. But now I'm going to move up with more of my Noble Steppe Cataphracts, and I'm going to start to push over here. As you can see, I'm already moving my right flank to everything to the left, and Balor is being very slow on his left flank. You see he has 2 cavalry units here doing nothing, these units here doing nothing, whereas I only have bows on this side, like really crappy Steppe Bows. And as you can see, I'm taking advantage of that right now. I'm charging into his Agathyrsi with Noble Steppe Cataphracts, doing it again here, but this unit kind of gets stuck, so not the best charge, as you can see here. But this charge was insane. I'm killing that unit. Now I'm going to go into this Elite Agathyrsi instead. I got into that unit. Now I'm going to go in with my Steppe Chieftain here. Got into this Elite Agathyrsi as well. His Elite Sarmatian Cataphracts are stuck here. I'm pushing away this Elite Sarmatian Cataphract. Now I'm going to push up on this flank because I'm like, why not? I have these wars in position. This flank has basically been won very decisively for me. These Elite Sarmatian Cataphracts are going off the field. I've destroyed all of his Elite Agathyrsi Warriors on this side. As you can see, even this one has taken significant casualties. This charge is going to end this Elite Agathyrsi Warrior. Now I've got some of my wars coming in with some cav support, so this flank has been won by me. I'm even going to get a cav charge off with this Noble Steppe Cataphract, though a very, very awkward formation, not spread out, but still going to do significant damage to the Germanic Noble. So my cav here is going to die soon. This is a little bit bad for me, but I've got my wars in just in time to keep these cav units pinned over here. But my left flank, as you can see, it's a massive victory for me here. I'm going to continue pushing. I've got this Elite Sarmatian Cataphract destroyed by Noble Steppe. I'm going to continue pushing here with Noble Steppe Cataphracts and Steppe Chieftain. As you can see, I'm not going to get the best charge off here, actually. This is pretty bad for me, but I'm targeting this Elite Sarmatian Cataphract down with all my Steppe Bows, so it's going to start feeling the pain, as you could say. And I'm going to get my Noble Steppe Cataphracts in to engage this unit, also keeping the ore in reserve for when his charge hits. Now his charge hits, so I'm able to freely get in with the ore without taking damage. My left flank, the attack over here is kind of stopping right now, and I've got my Steppe Chieftain engaged here. I have actually killed off his Germanic nobles, or routed it, but now my own general could die, which is a little bit worrisome, but at this point I have so many units on the field. And indeed, his general is dead at this point. I'm gonna continue going in with some warriors. Over here, as you can see, my war here doing very well against the Sarmatian cataphracts. My noble Steppe here have done quite well against this Sarmatian cataphract. Now I'm even gonna send in my Steppe bows in melee against the Germanic bows, and he still has these 2 elite Agathyrsi here, but it's just 2 elite Agathyrsi against all that I have left. I have a decent amount of units left on the field. Gotta get some rear charges off here with some cataphracts straight into his elite Agathyrsi, and at this point it should be game. As you can see, these elite Agathyrsi just getting destroyed right now. More cap charges as well coming in. And yeah, that is the first game. As you can see, I have a lot of men remaining this game. It was fairly decisive, I should say. My noble Steppe doing very well here, and War's doing alright for themselves. I mean, none of them actually died. This one kind of did. Steppe was doing fine. Basically, every unit that I had was fairly cost effective in this engagement, whereas for Balor, all of his elite Agathyrsi did not perform this game, and one of his Sarmatians did very well, but still, overall his units were not cost effective at all. But yeah, that is first game. See you in the next one. This is game 2 of the match. I'm playing as Burgundians, and Balor is in command of the Eastern Roman Empire. And as you can see, I'm using a fairly standard Burgundian build by now, which you will see in just a moment. As soon as the game loads up, that is. So, let's hit slow motion, and here we go. I have my Burgundian Guard General with Brace. I have 6 Royal Lancers, as one would expect, all bronze 1. I have 6 Scattershot Hurlers up front, so very, very annoying units to deal with. Then I have 6 Burgundian Axemen in the back, 4 of which are bronze 1. That is my build. It's very, very solid and sturdy, I guess you could say. Anyway, for Balor, he has the Magister Militum, as these Romans, with Brace. Then, cavalry-wise, we see a Tagmata with an Ectus Promoti on the left, 2 Tagmata on the right, and an Ectus Promoti supporting his general. Skirmishers, well, he has a total of 4 Funditores, and in the back we have some Javelins as well, this Levis Armature and also this Levis Armature over here. So 2 Javelins in total. For infantry, well, we see 3 of these Protectores Domestici, and he also has 2 Heterae Guards on each flank. So this build, I actually quite like it. But now I'm gonna fast forward and see how it's gonna work out. I mean, you can clearly see that I have a massive skirmish advantage with all my Scattershot Hurlers. And yeah, the one thing that's annoying for me, the Protectores Domestici, I have a kind of a difficult time dealing with them. If I can kill them though without taking damage, I don't want to push my Axemen into the Protectores, because yes, it would kill the Protectores, but then Javelins or his Heteraeas would come in, or cavalry, and destroy me. Here I'm trying to skirmish with his Tagmatas, targeting them down, but he's not pulling back yet with his cavalry, which I'm like, okay, fine. Now I'm gonna continue moving my scatter shots. I get some good shots off onto the rear of his Tagmatas here. That's pretty good for me. I don't kill anything, but I do some damage. Now I've got these scatter shots with precision shot firing onto 1 Funditores, so I've got an edge there, a 2-on-1 situation. Though he is kind of shooting me in the flank with this Funditores, but as you can see, its line of sight is kind of messed up by this Levis Armature, so that's good for me. Here I take an engagement, I charge in with the Royal Lancers against Protectores Domestici. I kill half the unit and only lose 3 men, so that is a very cost-effective trade for me, that charge. And also he didn't get his Levis Armature shots off. But here I make a mistake. I overextend a lot with this Royal Lancer, that's the first mistake. Here again I overextend a lot. He destroys this Royal Lancer, he destroys that Royal Lancer, but here I get a nice charge off into his Levis Armature. I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know what I'm doing here. I should be charging this Protectores Domestici, but I am not. Looks like I am going to do that now, so goodbye Protectores Domestici. It is not braced. But here, as you can see, massive waste of Royal Lancers here. I'm making a huge mistake with that. But as you can see, I'm going to continue pushing this side. I've destroyed the Sporactoris. Now I'm going to go for this cav unit, hopefully finish it off with the multiple cav charges. Still my hurler's targeting. I've got this Sporactoris down. But here's my problem. I have to deal with Hateria guards. Now I'm sending in my Burgundian Axemen to go for a charge onto them. I've got more Axemen coming in, but I flanked too much. I have these Axemen here that I'm not able to support. Here I've got his Stigmata's engaged with my Burgundian Axemen, which he's going to pull out. And here I'm going to stop the charge of his Haterias and even do damage with the Royal Lancer. But as you can see, I overextended so far out without axe support that this is getting horrible for me. I've lost my cav unit here, and his Hateria guards are doing quite well here. Oh, I make a mistake here with the Burgundian Axeman, not quite sure what I'm doing. Here I'm going to lose this Royal Lancer because I don't know why it's up so far. He gets a pretty decent, no, not, actually a pretty bad charge here, but I am focusing his Stigmata with hurlers, so that's good for me. But again, overextension everywhere here. I don't know what I'm doing with all my skirmishers because I've lost this flank. I'm going to be able to eventually kill off this Hateria guard, but he's getting a charge off here, even though it's not the best. I am going to destroy the Stigmata, though. It's clearly out of position. Here I'm going to get an axe charge off. But no, it gets stuck right at the end of the charge against the Ectus Promoti, so that's not good for me. But here I'm going to have to send my general in. I could have pulled it back behind the scattershot, but it's a little bit too late right now, so I better just send it in. I've got more axes. Okay, I'm going to kill off this Protectorus Domestici. That's good for me, but I need... all these Levis Armaturae are just being very annoying right now. And I'm going to lose this cav unit here. I'm going to lose this cav unit here. Actually, no, he's going to lose his Stigmata, and I still have axes here. As you can see, his Haterias are actually turning this fight around. They are so good. And these Haterias have crushed my Burgundian Axemen. I'm targeting them down, though. Also targeting down his cav. Here, this could be something good for me. If I kill off his Magister Militum, I could have a shot at winning this. But his Magister Militum is down to 17 men, and he's going to be able to pull out of this fight and still survive, which is unfortunate for me. But well, I've gotten through this flank with the Burgundian Axemen, but I just don't have enough at this point, I feel, with my units. I've still got hurlers, and I still cannot kill his general off. It's down to 15, and it's still alive. I'm targeting it down with more of these hurlers. He's down to 14, and he's still not dead. So that's very unfortunate for me, actually. Like that... had I killed his general there, I maybe would have been able to turn this around. As you can see, it's down to 10 and it's still not dead. That's actually really unfortunate for me. Normally by this point the general would be dead, but he isn't. I got my axes here killing his Ectus Promoti. All these cav units here are blobbed up and they're gonna actually end up dying soon. I'm stopping them from running away with scattershot hurlers. That's good for me, but I just don't have enough units. And I'm chasing this Protectorus Domestici, which is good for me. His general is wavering, but it's not routing off the field, and it's not dead either, so that's what's really hurting me right now. And he's getting these two Haterias here, which are absolutely going to wreck me. He still has Levis Armaturae and this single Hateria guard. Now I'm targeting down his cavalry here, but mass rout for me on that flank, so I still couldn't kill his general, and that is game at this point. And as you can see, kind of close game, I guess, but not that close. I just overextended massively on everywhere, essentially. On the flanks, in the center, because I thought, okay, I'm Burgundians. Haha, I'm gonna have such an easy victory against Eastern Romans, because I'm the Burgundians. Well, not really. And that overextension and that overconfidence cost me this game. As you can see, none of my Axemen doing pretty well. I mean, none of them did well at all. The Royal Lancers here, most of them completely wasted. Whereas for Balor, as you can see, he has decent stats on his Haterias. 3 of them are still alive, so that's very good for him. And his cav actually did very well, considering that they're much weaker than Royal Lancers. He really engaged well against my cavalry. And his Levis Armaturae and Funitoris did quite well, except one of them that got charged in the beginning and died. But yeah, that is the second game, currently 1-1. See you in the final game. Final game of the series. I'm playing as the Eastern Roman Empire, and Balor is the Huns. So clearly, this matchup is not the best for me, but we will see what I can do to make it work. As the game loads up. Okay, so there we go. Going to put it in slow motion. Gonna go over my build. So I have this Magister Militum Bronze 1 General with Brace. 2 Ectus Promoti on the right flank, Bronze 1. 2 Ectus Equites Primordi on the left flank, bronze 1. 2 Hateria Guard on the right, 3 Hateria Guard on the left, 2 of which are bronze 1. 2 Protectores Domestici in the center, supporting this, my skirmish contingent of 6 Funditores. That's a lot of Funditores. Now for Balor, who is the Huns, he has Steppe Warlord, bronze 1 general with brace. Then he has, looks like, 2 Noble Steppe Cataphracts, bronze 1 on each flank. Actually, this one is vanilla though. Supporting his general, another Noble Steppe Cataphract, bronze 1. He has up front 5 Steppe Bows, it seems. And in the back, 3, 4, 5, 6 War Warriors with a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 War Warriors. And there's this chosen War Warrior in the center. Alright, that is his build. Just going to fast forward because, as you can see, most likely there's going to be a skirmish engagement happening. And since I have these 2 Protectores Domestici, the one thing they can do pretty well is just push up and take damage. Because they have 40 missile block chance, that's a lot. They have 60 armor and 137 health, so good luck targeting them down with skirmishers effectively. So I am also shielding for my missiles here very nicely. And if he charges, like, I'm going to be able to counter-charge him and then support much better than he is. So I like Protectores Domestici for East Romans. I like them a lot. And here, as you can see, there's going to be a cav engagement, which I'm taking. This is a horrible cav engagement for me, though. The Noble Steppe are going to kill my Equites Primordi. Like, what I thought on this flank is that I could engage his Noble Steppe and not die immediately. But I was so wrong. Because Equites Primordi are medium. They have quite bad stats in comparison. Over here, I'm going to send my Equites through, but he has this annoying Noble Steppe Cataphract, which I need to stop the charge of. And he's actually going to get into my Haterias, into my general. But here I come. So here he pulls out as he destroys my cavalry. Yes, I kind of get my Haterias in there. So actually, kind of went okay-ish for me here, but he's still going to get a charge off. So this is really bad, actually. I mean, I could have engaged this so much better, but again, I overextended with my Equites Primordi. Here I kind of get my cavalry hitting the rear of these units, but I'm going to have to use this Equites Primordi to shield. Which is really bad because this Equites Primordi is now going to die no matter what. I still have these Protectores Domestici here alive. I'm gonna get all his Steppe Bows here, but it's just Steppe Bows. Again, as you can see, lots of units here doing nothing for Balor, but he is completely destroying me on my left, as you can see. Now the Hateria here got charged by his general. I'm losing this Equites Primordi here to Noble Steppe Cataphract, so this one is looking horrible for me. He still has cavalry on the field. He's gonna kill that Hateria Guard. Yes, I'm using Brace, but I don't think I get to pop Headhunt. He gets a nice charge off into my Hateria here. I'm still sending more Hateria in though. Gonna send in my general. Yes, he's gonna kill this Noble Steppe Cataphract, but Balor sees it, so he's gonna just rear charge this Hateria, because why not? So my general does not get in there, and my Haterias now here are just going to chain route. At this point, it's looking horrible. Yes, I'm killing off his chosen Ur with some nice cap charges with my Equites Primordi. Yes, here I'm gonna get this Noble Steppe Cataphract with the Equites Primordi. Nice engagement there, but now he's gonna come in with Noble Steppe Cataphracts here, and as you can see, just because of the early Equites Primordi engagement that I took there, I lost horribly on that flank. Now he's chasing me with Steppe Warlord, so right now I'm in like such a huge trouble against yeah, his general is gonna kill mine. I'm gonna have to send my unit here in melee against it. My Haterias here are gonna tank out pretty well against these War Warriors, but still he has way too many units left. He's still sending these guys here. He still has this cavalry left on the field, which he's gonna send in, and hopefully, for him at least, finish off that Equites Primordi, so he can relieve these 2 units. This Ur here, chosen Ur, is... he has so much morale that it's making sure that my guys cannot push through. I'm gonna send in Funditores in melee here to stop these Urs from supporting this flank here, but I just don't have enough units left here. There's no way I have enough to finish off this side, and his Steppe Warlord is going to kill my general. At this point, yes, my Haterias are in melee here, and they're dishing out a lot of damage, but I just got too many of my Haterias charged, and I took a really bad engagement in the beginning with Equites Primordi, and I think that's what really lost me the game, just by losing those Equites Primordi like that in the beginning. That was a horrible trade for me. And if we look at the statistics, none of the Haterias did well. Some Equites Primordi did okay. Protectores did pretty horribly though. Funditores did alright, but still, it's Funditores. Now for Balor, if you look at him, well, Steppe Warlord doing well, Urs in general doing fairly well. Step Bow's doing meh, not too well because I charged them. And his double step obviously doing very well because they crushed my Eclipse Promoti. But anyway, that is a game and match. So Balor wins the series 2-1, but I still get 1 point off this match in group stage. So I'm still going to be able to move on. And I actually moved through as second in this group after Balor, who went through in first place, Danko third, and Trojan fourth place in this group. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.